Taurus. Thank you for joining today. Welcome to my channel. Well, there we go. Card number one already out. A couple of things up front. You know the decks I'm using here. This is the Morgan Guerrier deck. It's been with me a long time. Next week I'm going to try to venture out. I promise. This reading is for April 30th through May 6th. It is a general reading. Take what resonates. One of those days, I guess. What resonates and leave what doesn't. So it could be anything. It could be love, business, job. It could be something specific going on in your life. Just as you hear things that kind of hit on it, take that. And then I'm also going to use this intuitive tarot deck to clarify. I've got some oracle cards, wisdom, direction, and energy, and the Dreamweavers deck. So also, if you wouldn't mind, subscribe, like, share, comment. I always love to hear from you, so that'd be great. And with that, I'm going to get started. Oh, and if you want a personal reading, my information is below this this video and every video, and it's on my About page, so you can either grab my website and book time with me or email me, either way. All right, with that, Spirit, tell me what Taurus needs to know about the week of April 30th through May 6th. What does Taurus need to know about the week of April 30th? Okay, it really wants to come out, so I'm just going to take them both. All right, what does Taurus need to know about the week of April 30th through May 6th? What does Taurus need to know? Oh, by the way, happy birthday. There we go. Temperance. Bottom of the deck. The Fool. Ace of Rods, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. The Lover's card has been very active lately. All right, so let's take a look at this foundational information. So this isn't necessarily past. I guess it is kind of past. Basically, it's the situation that's brought you to this coming week. So to give it context, right? And so looking at this, we've got the Emperor, which is Aries energy. We've got Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, and then the Two of Swords and the Six of Cups, which I swear is in everybody's foundation. And every zodiac I've read for in the past 2 weeks. So the only thing I can figure is that Mercury is still retrograde and we're still working on these relationships, but to make them right, you know? So the Emperor card, that Aries energy, you know, Aries can be very ideation oriented, you know, plowing new or blazing new trails, and they're early adopters, that sort of thing. But they're also very logical in their approach, and they move kind of quickly. They could be more detail oriented, but they're good leaders. They're natural leaders. And so I think this Emperor card, it could mean somebody in your life that has that kind of connotation around them. But the way I look at this is that you have taken on that persona, Taurus, as you've moved up to this date. And that persona is one of you're learning new things, you're taking a logical approach, you're being a leader in the process. Maybe multiple people are a part of this process, but you're being a leader in that process, and that's good. Then we have this Two of Swords here. So this is a decision card. Oftentimes it's weighing two different things. It can be more than that, but it's usually weighing two different things. And in this case, you don't feel like you feel like you have to make a decision, because not making a decision is still making a decision. And yet you don't feel like you have all the information that you need to make that decision. And there's no harm in asking questions, you know. Taurus, you're not going to know it all. And learning from others and what their perspectives are, or even what facts and information they may have, it's going to help you, right? It's going to kind of round out that overall thing. So definitely go out lead with curiosity, find out what you can. You've got the Six of Cups here, so make sure you're restoring and maintaining and tending to those relationships. And then you've got this Temperance card, which is all about balance. There's a couple of meanings to this card. You know, he's mixing that alchemy. He's getting the mixture right before he goes too far with the situation. He's got a foot on the ground, a foot in the water. So he's got that balance in place. And then that angel wings, that kind of that connection with spirit, right? So this is maybe your meditation cycle, how you're looking at things. Do I have the right alchemy in place? Do I have everything balanced? Am I paying attention to the people in the right way? Am I making the right decisions, right? And I know, Taurus, you are that sign that is careful about the decisions you make. Let's take a look at your bottom of the deck. So this is what you don't see coming, what is unseen to you. So we have the Fool card, which is that sort of carefree behavior, very not so much around the way the Emperor would behave, but somewhere in between Temperance and Emperor, right? And actually, somebody on the other side of Temperance, really. The Ace of Rods, which is those new beginnings. We didn't really see new beginnings here, except for this Emperor being an Aries representation. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and they're the infants of the zodiac, and they can very much be new beginning oriented. They can represent new beginnings, so that could be a connection there. And then the Seven of Pentacles, this is reaping what you sow and really knowing and learning the best to the best of your ability, the situation around you, so that you can do the best, very best job possible, whether it's relationships or work or investment. And then finally, the Lovers. This is that decision again. You know, you might have more than one path. It can also be lovers. The decision can be about your lover, but it's about having a choice, right? All right, let's see what happens that week. So, Spirit, tell me tell me what Taurus needs to know for the week of April 30th through May 6th. April 30th through May 6th. We've got the Hierophant. What does Taurus need to know the week of April 30th through May 6th? We've got the Sun card. We got a lot of big cards coming out. That's great. What does Taurus need to know about the week of April 30th through May 6th? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. There's that Devil card again, and the Ten of Swords. All right, we'll look at those in just a minute. Okay, so let's take a look at this storyline here. We've got the Hierophant, which is your energy, Taurus. And that's that, you know, the Hierophant rules policies and community rules and, you know, just that ability to create a community that kind of walks and functions in the same way, right? And then we have the Sun card, which is all about, that's ruled by Leo. That card is all about sort of bright and shiny days, bright and shiny situations, you know, bringing into fruition exactly what you want, kind of a wish card of such. And we've got this King of Rods, which is fire energy, and it is success. It is feeling successful about what you're doing. So we'll do some clarification on this. But when I look at this, you got a lot of fire energy here. You got Aries, Leo, fire energy just from the rods here and on the board. And then this is our only earth energy on the board. We've got some cups and another fire. This is a fire energy too, Temperance ruled by Sagittarius. So, and some swords. So just looking at this, I feel like you're noodling something new. You're in the process of defining what that might look like. And the more you think about it, the more excited you get. You are referring it back to something that you've done recently that puts you in a very happy place. And that's been your grounding point for what this new thing might look like. And you're sort of moving towards it. This may be a long-term kind of um, decision that you're making. I say that because of this Hierophant here. I feel like the decision that you're making is some short-term decisions that will get you partway there, but really you've got a long-range plan, and this is something you're good at. Taurians are very good at long-range planning. So, and it looks beautiful. It looks really beautiful. Now, what you don't see coming, definitely you've got some communication coming in from spirit here, so definitely pay attention to that. Don't just look in your own backyard at what you got. There's more information. If you need to go into intentional meditation or prayer to find it out, do that. You've got the Five of Pentacles. You may be feeling tight right now. You may be having to spend more money than you have in order to get to this situation you want to get to. And that may feel very uncomfortable for you, especially you, Taurus. We've got the Devil card. So be careful that you're not getting up in your head about this. So the Devil card talks about addiction oftentimes. So it can be something as straightforward as drugs, alcohol, that kind of thing. But it can, or food or whatever. Those are all true addictions. But it can also be obsession or overthinking or just getting up in your head about something and not being able to get out of it or not even realizing that you're up there. But the main thing about the devil is that it's taking something and going too far with it. It's okay to question. It's okay to think about other scenarios. It's even okay to consider the possibility of negative results. Just don't get stuck on them, because then that becomes your mantra, and then that becomes your intention, and then that becomes your reality, right? And that's not what you're on the road to do here. You're on the road to do this sun thing, which is not negative. And then you've got this 10 of Swords. It's always kind of, it's such a scary looking card, but it's not. It really is about the end of a bad cycle. So you were going through something that was just tough, and it's just uncomfortable, and it wasn't where you wanted to be. And it's what made you decide that you're going to put this long range plan into place. It's what made you decide what steps you were going to take. Now you're taking those steps. Not all the decisions are in your court, but this is getting ready to end. So this is good news. All right, let's see what your outcome is. All right, Spirit, what is Taurus's outcome? You might hear my dog jingling around behind us. What is Taurus's outcome for the week of April 30th through May 6th? What is Taurus's outcome? What is Taurus's outcome? There it is. Fool card. Well, that's good. What is Taurus's outcome? And the King of Cups. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, lots of earth energy there, and the Ace of Swords. A couple of aces, too. Those are all three aces in a row. Wowza. Boom, boom, boom. Talk about your new beginnings. All right, we'll come back and look at that. So a lot of people look at the Fool card and think, oh, don't make a fool of yourself kind of thing. And certainly that can go there, but if it's paired with the right cards, but really it's paired here with the King of Cups. And what I feel like is that you're going to be feeling like you're on the right path. Like what you're trying to do is coming true. It's happening the way you want it to. Maybe not exactly, but and nothing ever comes out exactly as planned, right? But you know that, and you're ready to take up the slack for that and be flexible with it. I would say that you're feeling pretty carefree and pretty comfortable about your decision, and it feels good. Let's take a look at your, I'm going to pull all 5 cards off of this. What you don't see coming, because there's 3 aces. That's crazy stuff right there. Like that's a winning hand, literally. Okay. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. And when I look at that, this is really success and lavishness and that ability to buy those extra things that you wouldn't normally buy yourself. So you're feeling a little bit in excess. But at the same time, this is that past conditioning, right? So you've been in a situation before where you've had good money and you've not balanced well, you've spent too much, or even hoarded too much, whatever it was, you felt like you missed out, or you didn't save some for a rainy day. And so that's the balance you're dealing with now. This comes back to this temperance of you following through with what you said you were going to do, which is, yes, I'm going to bring this money in, but I'm not going to blow it all, or I'm not going to hoard it all. I'm going to be balanced with this, right? And then this plethora of aces. So we have all 3 aces. We're just missing one, and that's the rod. So we've got the earth, the air, and the water. So emotions, communication, and funding or resources, right? And so when I look at this, you have everything you need to make this all come true. It's all going to reveal itself, and you're going to be in for a nice, sweet little surprise. So that's great. All right, so let's do some clarification. What do I want to clarify? I definitely want to clarify these 2, the Emperor and the Temperance, and these 2, the Hierophant and the Sun, and definitely the Fool card. So let's see what we got here. Spirit, why is the Emperor here for Taurus today? Why is the Emperor here for Taurus today? We've got the Sun card. Nice little confirmation there. Why is the Temperance card here for Taurus? Why is the Temperance card here for Taurus? There we go. The High Priestess. Why is the Sun card here for Taurus? Why is the Sun card here for Taurus today? And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Hierophant card here for Taurus today? It is Taurus's card, but why is the Hierophant card here for Taurus today? All right, we've got the Nine of Cups. Why is the Fool card here for Taurus today? Tell me about, what does Taurus need to know about the Fool card? And the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Discs, Lovers, Two of Discs, Six of Cups. That Six of Cups is everywhere we go. It's everybody's favorite card. All right. So looking at this Emperor and the Sun really actually confirms the Sun. You got to double down on that card there. And I always use that word double down like it's gamble. I don't even gamble, so it's kind of funny that I picked that term. But it's just interesting when the same card comes out from two different decks. And I just feel like the Sun card is really about this Emperor energy or this Aries energy, this, creating a new path and burning a new path and knowing how you're going to get there and really being very focused about it is what's going to get you to the prize. And I think that's what that confirmation is about. And looking at your Temperance card and the High Priestess is all about intuition. It's all about really that connection, direct connection with spirit, and being able to use that intuition to make decisions and to progress your efforts, right? And that's, getting that alchemy right, getting that balance right, connection with spirit. And they're just really confirmational there. We look at the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is really about, what was not going well for you is now going well for you, right? And it's able to get you to this point. So it's just a part of that journey that your fate has changed. I don't like to use the word fate because it makes it sound like you didn't have any effort in it, and you do. It's all your effort. And the Hierophant has this Nine of Cups. So this is that, this is kind of a celebratory card. And it kind of feels like, you're relaxed, you're feeling good about where you're going. You can kind of sit back and celebrate with friends and family and community. And the Hierophant's definitely a card of community, but it's a card of policy and procedure and process. And so maybe that's exactly why you feel like you can relax, is because that process is in place. All right, and then finally the Fool card, we've got the Three of Wands here. And the Three of Wands is about, it can be about travel, but it's mainly about, and some of you might be traveling that week, but I feel like this is more about planning and kind of understanding, like, now that you've done everything you need to do in order to kind of get ready for this new way that you want to live, you can see the path ahead of you. You can see it coming. It's not just a dream anymore. There's an actual path because you got over the first hurdle so easily, right? And I don't think you thought it was going to be that easy. And looking at the bottom of the deck here, this Eight of Pentacles is all about having having the knowledge you need to do the thing that you're going to do, and just really being very confident in that. This Lovers is again about decision. It can be about a partnership as well, but it's also about decisions and just making sure that you're looking at your two options there. The Two of Discs, you had the Two of Swords earlier. Yeah. So that's about balance. You had the Two of Discs earlier on the back of the deck, bottom of the deck read. So I think this is again going back to the promise you made yourself of not overspending or over hoarding. And then the Six of Cups here. So this Six of Cups is about relationship. It's about creating a new space for new relationships, not new loves necessarily. You may have the same significant other, but new friendships and new connections, right? And that's always a fun place to be. All right, let's pull your wisdom card. Taurus, tell me, or Spirit, tell me what Taurus's wisdom card is for the week of April 30th. I kind of feel like that's it right there. Okay, we got soulmates and stuck there. Get your energy card. What is Taurus's energy card for the week of April 30th through May 6th? Sacred Reverence. No, I think Gemini got that too. All right, and then we'll pull that in a minute. So when I look at your soul, this wisdom card, that soulmates, so whatever you're doing, this whole process that you're trying to change the way that you live, the trajectory of your life, that you're trying to create something specific for you, something that you experienced in some way, and now you want to bring into your life for real, right? And when I look at that, there's somebody that's riding this journey with you, this soulmate, these two penguins with the red hearts everywhere, and they mate for life. And that's what that is. You have a person with you on this journey, and that's always such a lovely feeling. So know that they're there to support you and be a part of you and have your back. And this sacred reverence, this is community oriented. And sometimes what some of you might be doing here has an impact on a larger group of people, right? Maybe the impact is something like you're going to live a different kind of life and impress upon people the freedom that they could also have. Or maybe it is something that's more directly impactful where you're doing sort of goodwill kind of work. Some people just love volunteering, or something along those lines. But it's sacred reverence. And so what that means is that what you're doing is it has an impact on a bigger group, and it's sacred, it's good, it feels, you can feel it in your heart and others can feel it in their heart, and that's really important. All right, let's pull your Dreamweaver card. What is Taurus's Dreamweaver card? What did the Dreamweavers have to say to Taurus for the week of April 30th through May 6th? There it is. All right. When a witch must drink their brew. This sounds weirder than it is. Like, it sounds like I'm going to have to eat crow kind of thing, but that's not really what the card is about, I believe. Oh, I passed it. All right. I'll change glasses so I can actually read this smaller print. All right. When a witch must drink their brew. The essential meaning is being unapologetically comfortable with who you are, trusting and knowing your magic, being authentic and inspired, the courage to own your values and who you are, not succumbing to the spell of society. That's so important, right? Okay, so do you trust your own magic? You should. There is no one like you, and your essence is brimming with life force and purpose unique to you. This is your magic elixir, so drink it down and cast off what doesn't serve you, being fully yourself in what is required of you right now. Nothing less will do. Yes, it takes courage to cast off the spell of society with all of its expectations, manipulations, and restrictions to claim your true expression. Do you worry about consequences? What if you don't fit in? These are times when the new world is being birthed. And see, we talked about that. You're trying to plan something that's different, step into a world that's different than what you've lived thus far. Your truest note in the symphony of life can only be played by you. This is how you serve the whole world in harmony with others to create the sweetest music. So that's going back to that sacred reverence. This is how you serve the whole world in harmony with others to create the sweetest music. This is a time for you to ask yourself, is this truly the authentic you? What is in or out of alignment with your values? Adjust your life where you need to, for this is a profound time to stand up, shine, and be seen. Drink in your magic, Share it with the world and be bold. When the witch must drink its brew, they are at a profound moment to their own magic, just like you. You were born for these times. You hear that, Taurus? You were born for these times. All right. With that, Taurus, I want to thank you for your time today. And please do like, subscribe, comment, share. That would be wonderful. And I do want to hear from you. If any of this resonates, please do comment. I love to hear back. And if you would like a reading, feel free to grab my website or my email, which is below this message or any of my videos, and also on my About page. And with that, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for listening and being a part of my videos. Have a wonderful day.